The world of sister wives has never been short of drama, but the latest chapter in the lives of Christine and Kody Brown marks a turning point that no one expected. For years, fans watched as Kody, the patriarch of the Brown family, navigated multiple marriages and complex family dynamics. Christine, once a key member of this plural family, has long been a source of both warmth and frustration. But now, her legal victory over Kody is nothing short of a triumph. The explosive child support ruling has shaken the Brown family, leaving viewers wondering how this chapter will unfold. Christine's journey toward this legal win was not just about a divorce or a custody battle. It was about standing up for herself, for her daughter Truly, and for all the years of emotional and financial struggles that she faced within the Brown family. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know about Christine's bold steps toward independence, her legal fight for Truly's future, and the explosive court ruling that left Kody with no choice but to face reality. Christine's struggles, a long road to independence. Christine's decision to leave Kody in November 2021 was not an easy one. For years, viewers watched as Christine navigated her role as Kody's third wife in a plural marriage. While the family seemed close-knit on TV, behind the scenes, Christine's relationship with Kody had started to unravel. She often voiced her frustration over feeling neglected and unappreciated by Kody, especially when it came to parenting and making important family decisions. The emotional distance between Christine and Kody had become undeniable. Christine had expressed her frustrations with Kody's emotional absence and the lack of support in their marriage. As the years went by, the cracks in their relationship widened, and the tension escalated. In a moment that shocked Christine to her core, Kody openly admitted that he no longer wanted an intimate relationship with her. For Christine, that moment was the tipping point. She knew she couldn't continue in a marriage where she felt unwanted and unloved. But Christine's decision to leave wasn't just about the breakdown of her marriage. It was also about creating a better future for her children, especially her youngest, Truly. After making the heart-wrenching decision to leave Kody, Christine moved with Truly to Utah, where she was closer to her older children and extended family. The move symbolized a new beginning, one where Christine would take control of her own life and raise Truly in a stable, supportive environment. The legal battle begins, filing for custody and support. Christine's decision to leave was just the beginning of her journey towards securing a better future for herself and Truly. Although she had moved to Utah and started to build a new life, the legalities of their situation remained unresolved. Since Christine and Kody had never been legally married, there was no official custody agreement or child support in place for Truly. Christine's role as the primary caregiver had always been clear, but without legal recognition, she had no formal mechanism to request financial support from Kody or secure her rights as Truly's primary guardian. In September 2024, Christine filed a lawsuit in Utah, pushing their separation into the legal system. The lawsuit had three key components: establishing paternity, securing full physical and legal custody of Truly, and requesting child support from Kody. One of the most surprising aspects of this legal battle was that Kody was not listed on Truly's birth certificate. This was a deliberate decision made years ago when the family was still operating in legal gray areas due to the criminalization of polygamy in Utah. By leaving Kody's name off the birth certificate, Christine had avoided scrutiny, but this omission now created a legal gap. As a result, Christine had to petition the court to establish Kody's paternity retroactively. At the same time, Christine was also seeking a domestic relations injunction to protect her and Truly from harassment or interference during the legal proceedings. This injunction would prevent Kody from taking Truly out of state without her consent, and it would stop both parties from engaging in financial retaliation or any other actions that could disrupt Truly's life. Kody's response: resistance and denial. Kody's reaction to Christine's legal filing was one of resistance. For years, Kody had been the patriarch of the Brown family, the man who made decisions and held control. But now, in the courtroom, Christine was challenging that authority. Kody's response to the lawsuit was combative. He had never been legally required to support Truly, so he fought the idea of paying child support. Kody also made attempts to avoid paying child support by suggesting informal visitation arrangements with Truly in exchange for not having to pay financial support. This tactic, however, didn't work. Christine remained firm in her stance that Kody should be held accountable for his responsibilities as a father, both emotionally and financially. It became clear that Kody's involvement in Truly's life had been minimal at best. The explosive court ruling, Christine's legal victory. After months of legal proceedings, in May 2025, the court finally made its ruling. The judge granted Christine full physical and legal custody of Truly. This was a monumental decision, as it officially recognized Christine's role as Truly's primary caregiver and solidified her right to make decisions about Truly's future. The court also ordered Kody to pay child support to Christine. The exact amount of child support was not disclosed, but under Utah law, child support is calculated based on both parents' incomes and the custody arrangement. Since Christine was granted full custody, Kody's financial obligation was significant. For Christine, this ruling was a hard-earned victory. It was a moment of validation after years of raising Truly on her own, without Kody's support. The court's decision recognized the reality that Christine had been living in for years. She had been the one to provide for Truly, make important decisions, and offer a stable environment for her daughter. Now, the court had finally acknowledged her efforts and placed the legal responsibility on Kody to support his daughter. Kody's reaction, a bitter pill to swallow. Kody's reaction to the court ruling was one of frustration and anger. For years, he had avoided paying child support, even though he had not been actively involved in Truly's life. His attempts to negotiate informal visitation arrangements were seen as attempts to avoid his financial responsibility. However, the court saw through these tactics and sided with Christine. Christine herself didn't hold back during the proceedings. In a powerful moment, she publicly called Kody a deadbeat dad, a comment that reflected years of frustration over his absence in Truly's life. Kody's portrayal of himself as a loving and engaged father had never matched reality, especially when it came to Truly. Christine's victory in court was a clear statement that Kody could no longer evade his responsibilities as a father. The aftermath, Christine's new life and Kody's strain. Christine's victory was a significant turning point, not just for her but for the entire Brown family. With the ruling in place, Christine was able to move forward with her life. She had remarried in 2023 to David Woolley, a construction executive based in Utah. Their relationship, which Christine shared openly on social media, appeared supportive and stable. Christine had found happiness again, and her focus remained on Truly's well-being. Meanwhile, Kody's life was becoming increasingly difficult. His relationships with his children, particularly from his previous marriages, had grown more strained. His remaining relationship with Robyn was under scrutiny, especially after the family's lavish purchase of a $2.1 million mansion. Critics question how Kody could afford such an extravagant lifestyle while being legally obligated to pay child support for Truly. The fractures within the Brown family were becoming more visible. With Christine gone, and with Janelle and Mary reportedly separated from Kody, the once unified family structure had collapsed. Kody's control over his family was slipping away, and the public's perception of him as a father had taken a massive hit. Christine's legacy, a shift in the narrative. Christine's victory in court was more than just a legal win. It was a powerful statement about empowerment, self-respect, and the importance of standing up for what's right. Christine had challenged the traditional narrative of the Brown family and taken legal action to protect herself and her daughter. Her willingness to pursue legal action instead of just walking away emotionally set a precedent for others in similar situations. Her story is one of personal growth and transformation. Christine had always been the loving wife and mother, but after years of neglect and emotional strain, she found the courage to reclaim her life. Her actions showed that even in non-traditional family structures, the law can provide protection for both parents and children. The future of the Brown family. The future of the Brown family remains uncertain. With Christine gone and with Kody's relationships with his other wives in turmoil, the traditional family structure is no longer intact. Kody's financial and emotional struggles have come to the forefront, and his future with his children is uncertain. For Christine, however, her new life in Utah represents a fresh start. She has built a supportive, stable environment for Truly, and she continues to thrive in her personal and professional life. Christine's legal victory was a turning point, and it has set the stage for her to move forward with confidence, knowing that she has secured the future she deserves. Conclusion: a new era for Christine and Truly. Christine's triumph in the child support ruling marked the end of a long and difficult battle. It was a victory not just for her, but for all those who have struggled to navigate complicated family dynamics. Christine's story proves that it's never too late to stand up for yourself and your children, no matter the challenges you face. For Cody, the ruling represents a loss of control, a moment where he can no longer escape his responsibilities as a father. The Brown family has undergone significant changes, and it remains to be seen what the future holds for them. But for Christine and Truly, the future is brighter than ever. Christine has found her voice, and she has secured a legal victory that will protect her daughter for years to come. What do you think of Christine's victory in court? Do you believe this ruling will change the way the Brown family operates in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the Sister Wives saga.